Hey guys, in today's training video, I'm going to be walking you through the 7 questions that you need to ask before you hire a PR agency or a publicist. So let's get into it. Have you ever made a bad business decision? I personally have spent well over 6 figures in Facebook ads, strategy, marketing management teams with very little return. Now, in hindsight, it's often 2020. I wonder if you often catch yourself saying, oh, if I only knew then what I know now. If I had only asked that question, I would have never made that entire mistake of hiring them. I would have known everything that I need to know, and I wouldn't have made that mistake. These are the phrases that I hear people saying often, especially when they've made a bad purchase, hired an unfortunate PR agency or a publicist, and the truth is, investing in your business is a must. It is absolutely critical for your ability to move forward and grow. So, every step forward is progress, but you can alleviate some of that risk if you know which questions to ask before hiring a PR agency or a publicist so that you can make an educated, informed decision before you sign on the dotted line. So I do have some notes here because I want to train you in the nuanced, behind-the-scenes questions that you can ask to make an informed decision. Because I've run a PR agency for over 5 years at this point, I would like to teach you what you should be asking to avoid some of the mistakes and get more clarity on whether or not this PR firm or that PR firm is right for you. So number 1, ask them, who trained you? Here's the thing. I teach a global training program to students in 9 countries. And what I've seen is that a lot of people, and students of mine included, will actually take my program, and then after completing 5 weeks or 3 months, they will change their LinkedIn profile to say PR expert. Now, this is confusing to the consumer or the customer like you who is looking for a publicist or a strategist that you can trust. As someone who's been in the industry for has someone been in the industry for 10 years, for 20 years, or been trained for 5 weeks? This is a big question that you want to know, like how long they have been doing it and who trained them. So ask them who trained you, and that is a helpful way to get context on who they are and where they come from. Number 2, what are your specialty outlets to book? Here's the thing. People can be publicists for 20 years, but if their specialty is beauty products and you're hiring them for business outlets, they may not have the relationships that you need to get into the outlets that you would like. So when you are looking to hire someone, you want to be sure they have a proven track record of booking in the outlets that you would like to be in. So one of my specialties is national media outlets. My specialty is not local television. It's Forbes, Fast Company, Inc., Refinery 29, Travel and Leisure, Hello Giggles, things like that. But if you're looking for mother outlets or local television and their outlets are specialty in business, that is very telling. Number 3, what are the past 3 outlets that they have booked for a client? Now, this is really, really important because some people will say they get people in Vanity Fair, when the reality is they booked in Vanity Fair 10 years ago. But you did not know that, so you hired them for Vanity Fair, not realizing, oh my gosh, that was 10 years ago. The likelihood of that same writer, editor, producer being at the outlet is very, very slim. So ask them, what are the last 3 outlets that they booked for a client? Now, I do this when I'm hiring people on my team that are supposed to be PR experts, and I will tell you that the last 3 outlets we have booked have been Forbes multiple times, USA Today, Bloomberg Travel, a bunch of podcasts for books coming out and best-selling books coming out, glam.com, Travel and Leisure, things like that. So if you want to be sure that the relationships are current and the relationships are, you want to be sure the relationships are current and the results are current and recent. Okay? Number 4, ask them when you can expect to see results. Now, the reason you want to ask this is because PR is never guaranteed, and that is the truth. but you want to know their process, okay? So if they're going to tell you, okay, we're going to get you everywhere in every outlet, we're going to hit the ground running, we're going to have you everywhere in a week, then what this tells you is that they are probably not doing a lot of strategy, custom pitch letter build out, custom list build out. This takes time. So what I tell clients is, about week 3 to 5, we should start to see movement and momentum because we do an onboarding process to get the whole strategy built out so the stories that you land are super high quality. So number 4, ask them when you can expect to see results. Number 5, ask them who is managing my account. Now the reason you want to ask them this is because you may have a conversation with a salesperson who says all the right things, but in reality your account is being managed by an intern with no experience whatsoever, and you're paying top dollar for an intern to manage your account. So what I tell people is, when people ask me, who am I going to work with my higher ticket clients, you're going to work directly with me. I'm going to be doing all the strategy for you, all the story angle creation for you, your pitch letter creation, making sure that everything is signed off at the highest quality. And then maybe there could be some additional support with the actual pitching process if it is not me myself. But that's really important for you to know going in, because otherwise you may be led astray, or you want to be a true part of the process as a partner and understand who's going to be the team working with you and what their qualifications are. Okay? Now, number 6, what is your process for deciding which story angles work for me? Now, this is a really good question because it shows that you are an educated buyer, and the truth is a lot of publicists and PR agencies do not have a story strategy. Now, they don't have a strategy at all for how to create angles for you. Now, when you ask a question like this, you can begin to understand whether or not they are going to be building a comprehensive strategy for you to make sure that you are represented in the right way and showing up to attract your customer in national media. They need to be able to explain their strategy and how they come up with the story angles for you. Otherwise, you will probably want to move along. Okay, number 7, how do you select the ideal outlets? Here's why you want to ask that. A lot of publicists and PR agencies will send you emails saying, we're amazing, we want to serve you, you're amazing, we want to help you. Some of my clients tell me that they get pitched all the time by PR agencies and publicists, and they don't talk to any of them, but they talk to us. Now, I'm not saying that to brag, I'm just saying PR agencies will probably pitch you a lot, and the truth is they're going to tell you stuff like, oh my gosh, you're amazing, we're going to get you in every outlet, we're going to get you in all these places, and the truth is you may not need to be in all of those outlets. You may only need 3 outlets or 5 outlets or 1 or 2 targeted outlets to align with your target customer and get that credibility going for your social proof. Now, for your goals and your strategy, you might not need to be everywhere. In fact, that could be a really big waste of time. So if you are everywhere, you want to make sure it's strategic, bold outreach that is going to align with your goals and the target customer that you are trying to reach. In a recent Forbes article I called out the PR industry, and I talk about one of the top 3 problems that PR agencies often do, which is called the spray and pray process. You do not want a spray and pray process. You want strategic, bold outreach that's in alignment with your goals. So ask them, how do you select your ideal outlet? This will help you understand how to think about where they're going to put you, because you want to be on the same page with that and your goals. I hope this helps you. Let me know, comment below which question you want to ask or wish you had asked, if this resonates with you, if you have had an experience working with a publicist or PR agency in the past, how that went for you, and whether you agree or disagree. And if you have more questions, I would be happy to be here and serve you. Until next time, you have a message you were born to contribute, and I'll see you soon.